Hello and welcome to another episode of Wait, Shut Up. I'm your host, Luke Gilheiser, and with me as always, co-host, who is a host, Paxton Green.
Not a host.
Who is a host.
Who is not a host.
You're doing it. You're here talking on the radio.
Maybe I'm not.
On the internet radio.
Yeah, we're not on the radio.
We could be, but we'd probably get in a lot of trouble with the FCC. Special guest this week. A lot of people. We have 3 special guests on this week's podcast. Do you guys just want to go around and introduce yourselves?
Yeah, sure. I guess I'll go first. What's up, everybody? I'm one of the guests this week. I'm Chris Cummings.
Henry Ailes from North Adams, Massachusetts.
Hey, I'm your shiny captain, Samwise.
Alright, full house. So, Sam, Henry, Chris, Paxton, what'd you do last week? It's been, still a snowy hellscape of cold here in New England, so you guys do anything interesting?
No?
No.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's just been, like, as of right now, it's just way too much of, like, a frozen, like, tundra out there to really do too much of anything besides binge watch Netflix and just get caught up on, like, video games and shit.
Dude, Friends?
Friends.
That's all
Yeah, you guys have
need.
been watching a lot of Friends lately.
Friends.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Friends is making a comeback.
It
Dude.
is.
I've never seen Friends.
My
And,
strange, fascist roommate really likes
You straight fascist.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah, he is
like?
a poster.
Oh my
He
god.
pretends he's communist, but, is not.
I think
You gotta love people like that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I think the highlight of my week, though, is that Henry and Samwise are here.
Aww, I
Yeah.
love
Yeah,
you
it's
too.
good to see you
Because,
guys.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
They're good
It's nice
friends.
to meet
Yeah,
you.
I'm glad I could meet you earlier in the dining hall, Henry.
Chris is always here.
Yeah, I'm
You're boring.
Fucking
I'm
Chris.
just a fucking regular guy here on campus, and I'm just like, well, I want to go on a podcast. I'm like, sure.
I want to be on the internet. Put me on your show.
Guys, I'd really like to be on the internet at least once.
Speaking of regular guy, Chris was down with me and Henry getting milkshakes before the show, and
Dude.
we were talking about the thickness that you can mix them in, and Chris always does regular.
Because I'm just too indecisive. I can't do soft, and I can't do, like, wicked thick either, so I'm just like, I'll just go to the middle ground.
Hey. I always do regular too, because it's nice and delicious, and I can eat and drink it whichever I'm in the mood for.
I just figured it's the most balanced choice I could make.
We're just a couple of regular guys.
Who?
Yeah, well,
I'm
All
not a
5
regular
of
guy.
us.
Everyone.
so,
Oh man, I dyed my hair this week. That was
You did.
Yeah,
fun.
and it came out well.
It hurt.
you know what you should do?
What?
You should update the show art to reflect
To
your
reflect
hair.
my hair? Yeah, I should. Well, a regular icon, I think, is just the speech bubble, but I'll draw a picture tonight of all our faces.
As
in
if
my
you don't have enough work to do.
cartoony
Alright.
style. Yeah, right. Oh,
I'm
my
sorry.
God. No, it's alright. I chose this. It's my destiny.
No, the podcast life chooses you.
Oh my gosh. What the fuck else happened this week? I want to really go. We're going to that poop thing next
What?
week. That's
Poop?
What? Whoa.
They're doing a thing at Manshire. Northshire Bookstore
No
in
way.
Manchester. And it's about, like scat animal tracking.
That's
we
cool.
Did, we did not agree. We agreed to go to that as a class. This is for class.
Yeah, we
by the
did.
way.
Yeah, it's
Really?
next Saturday.
Oh, is
Yeah.
this one
Why?
of this stuff?
Yeah.
Why?
Why not? Are you kidding me?
Do I have to go to
Don't
it
you want
for
to
that
find
stupid
creatures?
class?
Come on,
I don't want to
Paxton.
spend my Saturday going there. Ugh.
It's only like 2 hours. We probably won't have class Friday.
I know. That's true.
Yeah.
Why are we getting another storm?
No, when we have an event off campus, we get the closest class
She-
off.
Oh, wow, that's nice
It's
of her.
so easy to go to the school. Oh my god.
Right? We got all this time to be making podcasts on the side. But, alright. I mean,
Okay, so
we're all here. Shall we get into some storytelling?
Sure.
Yeah.
All
we
right.
should. We should.
Here we go. Doodle-doo-doodle-doo. And we're back. So, I don't know, I just want to throw it out onto the table. Who wants to start this week? There's plenty of people here to start improv and some bullshit. And it's not going to be me, so...
Okay.
I'm pretty nervous about starting this off, so I'd like to see kind of what you guys do first and then follow suit.
And then I always like to start, but we have 2 other special guests, so if they would like to start, it's...
I am
Henry,
quite
Sam.
alright with not starting.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
I'd like to see the pros at work.
That's kind of what I was hoping for, just to see how you guys, typically do and then follow from there.
Okay.
I'm throwing on you for a second week, man. But I'll get you next week.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, shit.
Creative powerhouse
So,
over here.
Yeah, right.
today's story will continue...
No!
will
What are we
continue
in
the
for?
realm of Chester.
This is so unfair to these guys because they have no idea they didn't even listen to last week's episode.
Chester's a wolf.
Ah!
Okay.
Who used to
Alright.
live in the land of Fur Affinity, which bordered DeviantArt.
Yes.
And
dumb.
in his previous escapades, he escaped over the border. Or under the border, really, with
Yeah,
his mole friend.
Where is
basically,
To
he in
DeviantArt
now?
for a better life.
Oh no.
Yeah,
he was-
DeviantArt is not a better life.
Oh, they quickly learned.
I was just gonna say, was like DeviantArt like
super racist.
hyped
Well, super
up to be like this like utopia as
Yeah.
compared to like Fur Affinity?
Well, here's what happened. I'll give you the quick version of what happened in last
Okay.
week's story. I knew you were going to pull this shit in the back of my mind.
Sorry.
So, Chester worked at a photocopy place. Apparently, it's the turn of the century because he was working at a place that makes physical copies of photos.
Okay.
With his friends,
They were animals.
There were other animal friends.
They were animals.
And he's working there, and people started to bring in Puerno, and that was not good because the mature content filter was on. It was bad, and his boss, who was like, I made a joke about. There was a character who was like Ali Alligator and was a crocodile, and Croxy Crocodile was an alligator. But his boss starts stealing the photos to masturbate to. The porn photos.
What? Oh
And it's
my
really
God.
bad, invading all these people's lives, having his private porn collection. So it reaches a point where Chester can't take it anymore. He has to take matters into his own hands. He gets a gun, just kills some guy
My
when
God.
he's getting the gun. And then he gets into, was it a Chevy Nova?
No,
He gets...
it was a 1967 Pontiac Firebird.
Yeah, a Pontiac Firebird. And he comes in all cool, kills his boss's brother, thinking it's his boss, manages to destroy the porn collection, then he's wanted. So at least he got rid of the porn,
Yeah.
and his other animal friends, including a mole, helped him tunnel across the border to DeviantArt, and that's where we left him, and it was
Yep.
super racist, but they're just getting along.
And we'll start
Sounds
off
like-
where they opened their bed and breakfast and Cafe, which is a cafe. Like a cafe with
Cats.
cats.
It's a cat cafe.
Yeah,
They
so
call
like
it
they're,
Cat
they're
Fae.
trying to have their better life.
Alright,
Alright.
go Paxton.
Alright, so Chester wakes up one morning, and there's a problem at the bed and breakfast because they're out of bagels. Bagels are really important.
Damn.
Yeah. So he takes their truck. They've got a truck for the bed and breakfast. They take it down to the bakery, and he's like, I need to buy some more bagels. And the guy there, he's a kangaroo, and his name is Kerry. And his last name is John. So, Kerry John,
Fuck you.
I see what you did there.
you know. Anyway, he explains that he doesn't have any bagels this week because there's no more flour. I don't know if
What?
bagels have to be made with flour, right?
I would.
Yes.
I mean, I
I'm
would.
pretty sure.
It's a big-
Yeah.
No,
I actually
absolutely
don't
not.
know. So, like made of magic. So
Some, maybe.
yeah, so this problem goes higher. And Chester's dealt with problems before.
Yes.
Yeah. So he goes to the place where you can get flour. And he wants to know. He wants to get to the bottom of this. And he finds out that there's no flour because there's this flour monster that has embedded itself in the bottom of the factory. Yeah, DeviantArt has a lot of monsters. And this one just happens to be a flour monster.
Alright, wait, shut up. So Chester's here at the supermarket, and he's learning all about this monster and everything, right? There's this flower monster. It's bad. Looks around the corner. Who does he see? his old fucking college roommate, Dex the Lizard.
Whoa.
And Dex looks bad as fuck. Like Neo in the first Matrix movie. Not before it was like, oh, we're doing this again. He's cool. He's a cool guy. And he also owns his own bakery. And he is in the same predicament. Because fucking, how are you supposed to run a bed and breakfast or a bakery without bagels? There are no other things you could possibly serve at either. This is a crisis, and it needs to be solved now. So they team up, and Dex is like, geez, Chester, it's been a long time, but I wish we weren't meeting each other again on such horrible goddamn conditions. Like, we gotta do something about this flower monster. And Chester just looks at him, and he says, I don't know, man. I don't think I can ever do anything like that again. I really lost it when I tried to be a vigilante and destroy my boss's porn collection. 3 people who didn't need to die ended up dying. Because I just couldn't control myself, right? You know how you have a gun, and your dick's hard?
No.
No, I don't know. I don't even like guns, but you know how when... people have, like, boners for guns, and they're like, oh, I feel...
Metaphorically.
No.
Of course you don't know.
Hey, you don't
He
know.
loses control when he's got weapons in his hands,
Okay.
so he's like,
Is
no,
that a
Dex...
metaphor? Weapons in his hands?
Dang, man. I don't know. That'll be up to our listeners. They can read into it more if they want to.
As always, it's up to you
Yeah.
what we don't fill in.
Use your brain. So... Dex is like, well, I don't know how else we would solve any problem without violence, because historically, it's the only way to solve violence that there is.
Alright, shut up.
Alright.
Alright.
Wow.
Coming to that conclusion, they decided this flower monster is some serious fucking bad news. And that, like you said, it really needs to be dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, we decided to do something about this fucking mess.
What are you gonna do?
We're gonna round up this entire goddamn town, because it's pretty unanimous at this point that this town is just really upset over, the fucking lack of bagels. Because that's pretty much everyone's pick-me-up in the morning. This DeviantArt, really likes their fucking bagels.
It's true.
It's true.
This is escalating.
There is no economy without bagels.
This is a bagel-based economy. It's part of, their major, exports and imports.
It's like what I said. There's literally nothing else you can eat for breakfast. This problem has to be solved.
I feel like the government should step in and, subsidize some
Well, do you
other,
wanna take
English
this and
and
make
English
that
muffins.
Have you been on DeviantArt? There are no rules.
Terrifying.
Go ahead, Chris.
It's even got to the point where, you talk about being a former vigilante, we are literally recruiting, basically set up militias. There were literally bagel militias being set up to fucking, storm this monster that resides in said factory.
That's really hardcore.
Wait, shut up. So, these really radical, hippie, DeviantArt groups decided that the flower monster really deserves some fair treatment, so they start picketing outside in order to protect this flower monster because they believe that this could be solved diplomatically instead of storming the place and getting rid of this flower monster. So they're standing outside, they start chaining themselves together in order to block everybody from getting in. And Chester's just not having any of it. So he just whips out this gun from an empty donut hole. Because they only have donuts instead of bagels. Because that's the other thing. If you need something with a donut hole in it and there's no bagels, you go for donuts.
Duh.
Am I right?
Clearly.
If you're at Dunkin' Donuts, nobody gets fucking muffins.
I agree.
Okay, maybe people get muffins.
I think I get muffins.
You know what I get? Those apple turnovers.
I don't even know.
I get a nice, dry corn muffin.
That's
Get out!
By the way,
Mr. Regular Milk.
You are the flower monster.
I am. God damn it. I am. What have I become?
You are a monster.
Dunkin' Donuts, this is the second time this has come up in 3 weeks, but if you'd like to sponsor the show,
Yes, if you remember from
comment,
episode,
subscribe.
if you remember from episode 1, pay me any amount of money to say anything about you.
We'll say whatever you want us to, Dunkin' Donuts. Really. Control us. Okay.
If they don't already control us.
Alright.
Severe caffeine addiction. Anyways,
You still got this.
So, Chester whips out his gun from his donut hole.
Yep.
And he's getting really frustrated with these hippie radicals because he just doesn't have time to solve this diplomatically. It needs to be solved now! So he starts picking them off one by one, but not like shooting them in the head. He's like shooting them really close. So it's just like skimming them in the forehead.
Wow, he has incredible marksmanship.
Yeah, so they feel no pain. It's like instant death, and it's like, oh.
Well, they're not dead yet. He's just
he just like skims their faces.
No, they feel a lot of pain. Okay. They just don't have the satisfaction of achieving death.
In order to get them to move, because he doesn't want to kill anybody, because he's already killed way.
How else would you make people move?
But other than to spill their blood.
Yeah.
So they kind of like shuffle their chain selves away from the area, but Chester's just
like
so
holding
frustrated.
hands, and they're all like, oh.
Yeah, they're just moving on over. But
This is cute.
yeah. So
Okay, wait, shut up.
okay.
Right, let's go over to the bad guy's perspective. Who is this monster? It's just a guy. King Bagel Louis the 16th, who has been sitting there in his motherfucking bagel factory, sending all these decrees down on the peasants of DeviantArt, and he's hoarding all this flour, because you know what? He's sick of having to share all his good bagels with these shitty-ass people, and he's like, I don't want all these bagels for myself. Why should I have to share with all these lesser beings than me? We're getting to some moral shit here now. Okay, right? So, he erects a
Oh, you guys, like 12? Jesus
bad.
Christ.
Yes, have you listened to this podcast?
My God.
A flower army of sentient bagels.
Oh my god.
Sentient bagels.
They are called the Flower Children.
Yes.
Children of the
The
flower.
Fighting Flower Children.
Yes.
The FFC. And they're gonna go out and fight this horde of massing deviants who are there to just get them. The delicious fucking bagel.
It's
children,
not just about
okay?
Chester anymore.
No, it's
This
not.
is about
This is escalated.
a
It's
nation.
big here. So it's the battlefield, right? Both our armies are charging at each other, and they get to each other. Of course the fucking bagels lose. I mean, that's all the people wanted. They've been starved for weeks now, so they just fucking eat the sentient bagels. They win. They eat the king. It's done. Problem solved, right? Or so you fucking think. The minute that Chester and Dex pull back into their bed and breakfast, which, I mean, Chester's a nice guy. You'd invite Dex back there, right? They sit down, slice open a lovely everything bagel with basil. It's got the garlic and the poppy seeds and the sesame seeds, and oh my god, it's delicious. I want to eat it.
Shut up. In fact, Chester and Dex did not slice open that kind of bagel. Instead, they sliced open a nice oatmeal raisin bagel.
No.
And
Wait,
then they
shut
sliced
up.
open a nice
Shut up.
maple walnut sugar
You have to
bagel.
stop. Jesus.
They did not open a maple walnut sugar bagel, cinnamon raisin bagel. They, in fact, opened up a, what was it? Jalapeno cheddar bagel.
Dude.
And they smeared some creamy jalapeno cream cheese with a little bit of chives. Sprinkled it on that bagel, and they put it on 2 china plates as they sit down and sniff the aroma of the spicy, cheesy bagel. Wait, I forgot. They toasted it. You can't have an untoasted jalapeno cheddar bagel.
No. That's like eating fucking bread. It's just bread. It's not toast. Why would you do that?
Sacrilege.
Yes. In fact, the bagel starts radiating a heavenly glow from the cream cheese. They just sit there in awe, basking in the beautiful light until there was a knock at the door.
Wait, shut up.
Yes.
Chester approaches the door timidly, for they are not open. They always close when they eat delicious bagels for privacy.
I wouldn't blame them.
Yeah, you can't have anyone interrupted. I'm like a sleeper. I'm eating a bagel. Like, it's important. So,
That's not a very good business strategy.
yeah, he opens the door, and who is there? The DAIA. The DeviantArt Intelligence Agency.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah,
Is that
they were
enough?
just introduced.
Yeah,
Fuck those guys. I already hate them.
yeah. They're wearing a suit. They're actually humans. which makes this worse. Because we all know how humans
are fucking gross.
Humans. They want to come inside, and Chester welcomes them in, makes them a pot of coffee, and they start sharing the bagel together. And the DAIA wants them to do a job for them. Yeah. The DAIA wants Chester to go back into Infinity on a top secret mission.
Dude.
Yeah.
He's really good at shooting stuff.
Yeah.
That's been established.
He wants them to go in. They want Chester to go in and shut it down.
What about Dex?
Dex? He's just fucking ignored. They don't care about Dex.
Yeah, he's just a regular guy as far as they're concerned.
Yeah, Dex is sitting there. But Chester asks, "Can I bring Dex?" And they're like, "Sure." But the reason they
every time I fucking make a character,
they know that they know that there were tunnels that were made for them to get into DeviantArt, for Infinity.
Chester knows.
That
how he got across the border.
Yeah, so they're gonna hook up with their mole friend, whose name I don't remember.
Monty.
Yeah, Monty the
Mole. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it was Millsworth. I remember now.
Millsworth.
Because Monty Mole is like a trademark thing, probably.
Alright, so Chester calls Millsworth, and Millsworth actually says on his message machine he's not available, and that you should talk to Monty the Mole instead. But Monty isn't available either when Chester calls him, because he's at his Python's Flying Circus. And so he can't, attend any of this. So they're gonna wait a while. And they spend their time doing their nails together. They spend their time drinking this bagel whiskey that they make. Don't ask what it tastes like. It's just bagel whiskey.
Alright, wait, shut up. So they're sitting there, enjoying their time. The phone rings. And who could it be but Coal Mole? The only rhyming, not alliteration named mole in the world. And he is a master at his fucking job. So he's like, guys, I heard about this FAIA? Fire! I heard about
DAIA.
Dia.
Oh, DeviantArt, right?
Right, it's confusing.
Okay, so the Dia, can we call it the Dia? I mean,
yes.
Dia, okay.
So I heard of this job the Dia want you to pull. I want to help you out. I've got almost 10 times the experience of both my cousins, who you both tried to call, because all moles in the world are related, I guess. I don't know. And I'm going to help you tunnel back through. It's going to be dangerous. It's going to be treacherous. But we could fucking do this. I believe in the team. Alright. So Coal Mole shows up here, and he's got fucking, in the earlier James Bonds, where there was, an excessive amount of gadgets?
Right.
Why does one guy need that many things? Is he really that bad of a spy that technology has to help him that much? He has that much shit on him. It looks like a real serious fucking operation we're about to go on here. So, Cole gets his super speedy, cool, internet driving car, and...
How does that work?
Don't ask me how that works, man.
Google can make one. Google if you want us to advertise.
Dude, Google.
I made $500
Give us
a day working from home with Google. Or whatever those...
All that makes me think of is that, you guys seen the commercial with the guy in the exercise machine? He's like, I'm over 72, and he hops an inch off the ground, and he goes, and I feel great! Oh, it's so dumb.
Has a heart attack shortly after.
Yeah. Goddamn. Fucking old people.
TV is lame. TV is used by the government in an effort to pacify the population. Listen to podcasts.
Right?
Not TV!
We're the only people who will tell you the truth!
Yeah, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me.
God.
You can't trust the
So
media.
help me, furries.
So help me your God. Whichever God your God is. There. Everyone's happy. We've pleased everyone.
And if you
Game
have an
over.
erection lasting more than 4 hours, please consult medical physician.
So they're in this car.
Yeah.
They get up to the border. It's the dark of night. They fought this shit out. Now, this isn't fucking... You think this is Coal Mole's first rodeo? It's not. Calm down, Chris. Let me finish. Don't you interrupt me. I'm telling the story right now. So Coal Mole gets out, and he's about to start his digging. Chris, shut up, man. I see you there looking with your eyes. I'm going to finish this thing. All right. So Coal Mole starts digging, And, I mean, what the fuck are Chester and Dex gonna do except wait? So they're sitting there, they're waiting, they're kind of hanging out when they turn around and realize that, like, oh, look, the border's actually unguarded. Remember when that was a problem last episode? It's not anymore. So they didn't need Cole at all. So they're like, oh, thanks, Cole, but we're probably just gonna walk across. This is stupid. Why would we put our lives at risk? When all of a sudden, lasers fucking out of the trees everywhere. It was an ambush.
Oh,
They knew they were coming. So now, the three of them, all captured by the Fur Affinity Secret Police, the most secretive but well-known about police force on the internet. Cool!
I hate those guys.
Wait, the Fur Affinity Secret Police Force.
Can we not make another...
Alright, no more acronyms, fine.
It's the
FAIA.
It's the secret police of the internet.
Okay.
Of
Yes.
Fur Affinity.
Alright.
Oh,
And...
man. They're gonna take the gulag.
Yeah. What?
There's a gulag.
Take this. You take over.
Alright.
I don't even know what that is.
Wait, shut up.
You don't know who to point at.
Whatever, go, dude,
Right.
go.
At this point, the captain of the secret police of the internet of Fur Infinity steps forward to meet our heroes.
But are they really heroes?
Wait. They were captured! How are they heroes?
Are they heroes in the context of our perspective?
Oh, okay.
They're heroes to me.
Alright. I mean, to me, they're heroes.
Yeah, I
At least I
agree
would
about
think
them,
so.
and
I-
They're our protagonists.
They're failures, and they should
I'm
be
sorry,
ashamed.
didn't mean to get
Whoa.
hung up on that.
Listen, Henry, you
All
have not
right.
contributed
I
anything.
should have used protagonists. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the captain of the secret police of the internet of Fur Infinity approaches them. He's an orangutan by the name of Reagan Ronald.
Reagan Ronald the
It
orangutan.
came back
Nice.
in a horrible way.
So, you guys thought you could just walk past back into Fur Affinity. Well, let me tell you something. Nobody, and I mean nobody, gets to just walk across my goddamn border.
This guy's a dick.
Do you know where you motherfuckers are going? We're gonna work you in the Fur Affinity gulags.
Which are what, though? I'm
What is
still...
It's a Russian
We'll find out.
prison.
I'm not stealing it yet.
Okay.
I'm leaving you stranded in the water.
Now, when you're at the gulags, what we're gonna do is gonna work you to the bone day after day. You can forget ever getting your fucking bagels. We don't get bagels in the gulag, let me tell you.
Sounds like my ex-wife.
What?
Go on, Chris.
After Reagan Ronald concluded his explanation of the gulags and how shitty they were to our protagonist, he then proceeded to take his AK-47 and rifle butt each one of them.
Wait, shut up. After the severe pain that was dealt out to our three heroes, they were led down into the dark, damp, cold gulags, which are actually where the servers are for Fur Affinity. Yeah, that's why the website is so poorly maintained. It's because the servers are in these like mildewy, damp, gross rooms.
Fuck that website.
Yeah.
Actually, I heard the gulags were covered in goulash, and that's why it got such bad server reception.
Goddamn.
Oh, that's actually the ones across the ocean on foodnetwork.com. That's a whole different website. That's their prisons.
Pasta? That can't be good for computers.
Yeah.
No way. It's like that Super Bowl commercial where that guy spilled Coke on that huge server room. Motherfucking Coke's not gonna help your servers.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a huge internet outage.
Yeah, God.
What are you doing? You'll lose your job, idiot.
Alright, anyway.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so they're in the gulag, which is actually, it borders the ocean. 'Cause
Okay.
I think we established that Fur Affinity doesn't need to
It's
border
really
the ocean.
stupid.
Yes. And guess what movie they've all seen? Escape from Alcatraz. Yeah, and what do you do with a prison on water?
Escape
What
from
happened?
it.
Yeah, exactly. And they just happen to be put in a cell that is by the water. So they get some spoons, and they begin to scrape away.
Wouldn't all the cells be by the water if it's on the ocean?
Mm-hmm. No?
Okay!
Sam, you're so smart.
Thanks.
You think you're so smart. So 25 years go by.
Damn.
Yeah.
20 fucking 5 years?
Did
25
they
years
dig
go
a
by.
hole in those
They
25
dug a
years?
hole out in 25 years. They kept it covered with a poster of, like, some furry porn or something.
God damn it!
Yeah. They make it out. And it's early morning light. And in front of them is freedom. There's a boat just sitting there.
Wait, shut up. The boat sitting there, but the ocean had
You
dried
didn't
up
sink it? Oh, I thought you were
in the 25 years. So there's
Global
no
warming really.
Sped things up a lot quicker.
Yeah,
than
with the
you
bagel
thought.
factories and the
Oh my
and
god, you're
the
so right.
goulash.
It all came back.
So much
Goulash.
Goulash,
Yeah, we're
goulash.
coming full circle now.
It was just all this factory farming. So at first, what happened? The factories were producing so many bagels, so they had to use all of the free land that wasn't being used up by humans to make the wheat and the flour and for these bagels. So all of that just got destroyed and eroded,
Wow.
and the climate heated up, and now the ocean's gone. So they just like stand there and they're like, "Well, now we
That's
dug
too much science for this podcast. I'm gonna have to ask you to like tone it down
Sorry.
a little bit.
Sorry. Okay, well, they're standing in this desert.
Gotcha.
And the desert goes on for miles now because
A desert is defined as an area that receives less than 3 inches of rainfall per year.
There
Or
is a
something
desert
like
you
in
that.
topped
Maine.
my science.
Is that a
I-
fact?
Yes.
It's close to that.
Fun
Oh.
facts.
Hmm.
Fun fact time with Paxton.
Boop. I'll put a jingle there. Put a jingle there.
But yeah, so they're standing in this desert, and they're really hungry. Like, 25 years? What the fuck have they eaten in 25 years? Oh, can I swear on this podcast?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. So what the hell have they eaten in 25 years? They've been, like, spooning out this concrete for 25 years.
They fucking just ate it.
Well, where else are they gonna put it? Like, you can't put it in the toilet, because
Well,
you
I'm
need
assuming
the toilet.
if it's like the Shawshank Redemption, like Paxton was saying, they put it in their pockets and then just slowly spread it around through the holes in their pants.
Is that the Great Escape?
That's a great escape.
Isn't it?
You're mixing...
Well, no, Andy does that too, though, because remember,
Okay, he
Morgan
does.
Freeman's all like, Andy likes to take his wall out to the recreation yard. I could do a better Morgan Freeman, that's...
No one can ever do better than that. Not even Morgan Freeman.
But anyways,
If Morgan
So-
Freeman would like to sponsor it.
they start venturing. They take the boat. They take the boat and they hold the boat over themselves as they're walking out because the sun is really hot. And so they're holding
Good
this
idea.
boat. And they're walking into the desert. And they see nothing. Nothing for miles. And they look down at the cracks in the ground and they see this little tiny plant growing. But it's like a little baby clover. And then they see another one in front of them. And they keep following this trail of baby clovers into the desert. And I don't know
God.
where all of the other people in the prison were, but they're all eating bagels or donuts.
Nice.
Well,
Mm.
no, they might all be dead. Maybe they're all dead.
No.
They all died. It
Maybe
was
they're eating bagels,
it
maybe
was
they're
a
dead, who
global
knows?
warming holocaust,
You feel it?
and everybody's dead.
They got out just in time. That worked out great for them.
Yeah, this is actually a good escape.
And so they're creeping along the desert, and a giant cloud starts creeping over the sky. And it casts quite the shadow over our
Like,
protagonists.
that's a big cloud shadow, or like the fucking spaceship in Independence Day shadow?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
that's a big ass shadow.
What
It's
type-
more like there's a solar eclipse
Okay.
kind of
Oh
shadow.
my God.
Gotcha.
And so... But it's not a solar eclipse, it's a cloud. It's a giant solar-like cloud.
Solar cloud.
Solar cloud.
And this might have been the first cloud in 25 years. Who
Wow.
knows? It's the first cloud they've seen in 25 years.
No, it's holes. Did I ruin?
Yes, game over.
I was totally gonna take it and have them like find a boat filled with old jars of peaches.
And then they pulled the clovers and they picked up onions and they started eating them and made it back. And then 2 lizards come out of nowhere and just bite them in the neck and they die. That's not actually what happens.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, I'm sorry I interrupted.
Suddenly, it starts to rain. And the plants start growing abnormally fast.
Wait, shut up. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
More defeated than other people. Take it. Okay. So, the plants that begin growing are like, you know what the Venus flytrap is like?
Yeah.
It's like huge. Like one of those.
Like, fucking...
And it
What's that movie with, Audrey 2 and what's his face? Dark Helmet from Spaceballs.
Alien.
Rick Moranis.
No.
I mean, giant like man-eating plant. I was thinking of like that thing from like Jumanji.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes, Little Shop.
Oh, yeah, I actually know that. So yeah, it extends these like tendrils to make it like crawl towards them. They're like, oh shit, there is this huge plant monster coming towards us. And it opens its mouth and it has teeth.
Jeez.
And in one fell swoop, it swallows the three of them.
Is it still rooted in the
Chewing
ground?
them, and crunching them, and tearing them to pieces.
Wait, shut up. Chester thought of something quick. He noticed that the teeth inside...
He's already being chewed, just saying.
No, it's like a soft massage.
Gentle massage.
It's like acupuncture, and it fixed all their back problems.
Exactly.
Luckily, none of these teeth were canine teeth.
Chester noticed that the teeth were very crowded, and they looked very dirty. He took from his socks
Oh my
the
God.
elastic bands out of the ankles and began to feverishly floss the teeth.
My god. Dental hygiene, kids.
Dental hygiene.
Practice.
The flower opened wide and sighed with relief.
And it was like, thanks, guys!
And that's all it really wanted.
Dude! The death of these characters straight from my hand. And replaced it with some message for dental hygiene.
It's funny how that works.
I'm so fucking lost. I don't even know what happened.
Screw you, ADA. American Dental
Wait.
Association.
Shut up. So, as they begin to climb out of this plant, another 25 years has passed.
What?
Okay. You should know that a lot of time passed in the first story, so they would be like 70 or 80 now.
And
They're fucking old.
Yeah.
and the ocean has restored itself. So they're on like this little rock in the middle of the ocean with this giant plant that has just had some good dental work.
These are the fucking strongest, hardiest people in the world who never need to eat
It's
a thing.
God, I didn't know-
a bit Deus Ex Machina going on here. A little bit of Mary
I
Sue.
mean, is that pretty much what this show is?
Yes.
Might as well be.
Why didn't you call it that? Gosh!
I don't know what's
Stupid
happening.
name. Stupid. I'm sorry,
Continue.
Sam. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. So they're pretty much just sitting on this rock and they're dangling their feet over into the ocean and they're like, the fuck do we do now? Like, we're so old and hungry and there's this plant and the plant's just, chilling. Doesn't really have anything to say anymore now that it's like, that's pretty much just smiling, just chilling,
Thank you.
hanging out.
Just thank you.
And so they decided, well, I mean, why don't we just try to swim and see how far we can get? What else is there going to do? It's either we sit on this stupid rock and die, or we swim in the ocean and die too, so there's not really much else they can do.
Did they wait an hour before swimming? Because
They
they were
didn't.
just eating? Like, does
Does
the
it-
same rule
does it
apply
work
if
like
you've been eaten?
I don't know, I guess we'll find out.
If they get cramps, they're drowning, just saying.
Stay tuned.
Well, you were going to kill them off anyways, so... So they start swimming in the ocean, and they're doggy paddling, because, Chester's a wolf, right?
Yes.
So...
Yeah.
I just want to say Henry is uncomfortably looking at
It's because you stole,
I don't know what I've
the
done.
death away from me. So they're doggy paddling out of the ocean, and they get far enough to where they can't see the plant guy anymore. And they keep going, hoping to maybe find Furfinity again, because we...
Anything would be
yeah,
good.
any
Yeah.
website, any URL.
Wait, shut up. All right.
No.
So Chester and the gang are out, swimming out here, doggy paddling, whatever. When they're approached by this group of mermaids. Now the mermaids, resurface and start talking to them. They're like, "What are you guys doing out here? You're like a good 70, 80 years old. How can you even have the strength to fucking swim out here? Here's what we're gonna do to you. You see, because of the lore of this world, mermaids have the ability to restore age. So
You
with
mean
that,
youth?
yes, restore youth.
I've lost all of my age. Can I have it back?
We can make you older if you fucking
Yes, they can
We'll
manipulate.
just talk to you.
They
for
can
a couple of
manipulate
hours.
age at their will.
After all, we're all slowly dying.
The morbid mermaids.
Okay.
All right. So they decide, feeling pity
Why
for
are there no
the
mermen, by the way? This
They-
could be offensive.
these mer people,
Mm-hmm.
these mer folk.
Thank you.
Yes, I hope everyone's happy now.
There's
It's
only
the
mermaids
internet.
that-
Of course, everyone's happy.
Yeah.
So these merfolk, as I was saying, approach our group of protagonists and feel pity for them. Be like, "You guys are old as shit. What are you doing swimming out
I feel
here?"
like this has happened like 3
3 times. God, I'm just going nowhere with this. Somebody fucking take over again.
All right, I'm gonna wrap up our story here.
Alright.
Bring it home. So the mermaids are like, guess what? Not only we have special abilities because Chris was saying something about there being special abilities.
Yeah, snapping.
We're mermaids with wings, but
It's
they're like dumb little like chicken wings. So they try really hard, and like 20
dude.
of them have to pick up one of them, but they fly them back over to DeviantArt, and everything is cool. And also, they're young again, because that was also something Chris
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, because that's kind of where I was going with this,
Yeah.
but I just couldn't piece it together.
They got back, and they learn that, you know what? Those tree hugging hippie people from the beginning of Sam's part, they solved the whole conflict, and now Fur Finny and DeviantArt are at peace. And it's
Whoa.
lovely.
Yeah, it always ends happy for them, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's beautiful.
Is the bed and breakfast
Ben-
still there?
Yep, it's still there,
Nice.
and everything. They get back, and they invite Cole back over. They're like, come on, man.
man.
We've been through hell together. They're, like, fucking close now.
Everyone's like
And they
comfortable with
sit
their
down.
sexuality.
And they have just lovely bagels.
Okay.
And that's the end. Or is it the end?
Or is
Dex turns to Chester, confesses his ultimate undying love, and that he knew he'd be at the grocery store, and he
Yes.
sucks his dick. Like, really good. Because he really wanted to.
That's all that matters
Out of
to you
love.
guys, isn't it?
And then he flosses his teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fucking end. There it is. That's
Yeah.
it.
No more.
We did it, guys.
Yeah.
We
Our
wasted
first ever
more of our
huge-
time. Alright everyone, welcome back. And it's time for our new segment that we started last week, reading terrible fan fiction and laughing about how bad it is. So, you ready?
Yeah.
No? Fine. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Paxton,
ready,
why
ready.
don't you start with one of your stories? I know you got a couple for us today.
I do have
so
it. Yeah.
kick it off.
I'll start with our shortest today, I'm guessing it's shorter than anyone that you're gonna read. It is a Legend of Zelda fan fiction, which I thought would be
Yes.
fitting given that Majora's Mask remake released on the
Yeah,
3DS
it
today.
did.
And it is called Zelda and the Sun Get Close, Part 4.
What happened in parts 1 through 3?
This is the only part.
Of course. It's probably so good they just had to jump right to part 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like was in the moons. He was scrad that Ganab would kill him to dead. But Link know that there's no choice. Link running into the Casseri to fight Ganondorf. Ganon was very evil, with laughter, and scray like a ghost.
With laughter.
Ganondorf. I will kill you, and the world would be safe from the sun being too close, said Link. No, Link. If you kill me, you will dead, shooted Ganon. He took his mask and showed that he was Link's mom from the past, before Link was born.
Oh, plot twist! Whoa!
If you kill me, You won't have exist, said Link's mom.
This just turned into Back to the Future.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Don't have sex with her. Don't have sex with her.
No. Space. Oh. Space. Oh. Space. Oh. Said Link.
Oh my god.
And he just had sex with her.
The sun will come onto the earth, and people will die of fire, said Mom.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
Then Link said, no it won't, and got his ocarina and plaid a song that made his mom good again. I'm sorry I tried to destroy the world, but now I will God. I must stop the sun from coming earth, said Mom. So she put the sun back into its place where it didn't falling. Then Link and his mom went back to Earth in a rocket. Link married Zelda, and his mom married a manly guy. Link was now hero, and he had statue in Hyrule forever. The end.
Yay!
Yay!
That was a good one, man.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Zelda.
Also in the spirit of this weekend, Valentine's Day,
Oh yeah.
V-Day.
Yeah, we didn't even mention it the whole show yet, because we're full of love.
Yeah.
Sweet.
For
Every
each
day.
other. This is a show of just love yourself. I think that's important.
Yeah.
Probably. For anyone else. Love you first. Because how are you going to love someone else if you don't love who you are?
But
You're
scroll
not
about
Hey
gonna-
man, that was well said.
That's as real as this show's ever getting.
that. Yeah.
But, here... This is going to be so hard. This is a paragraph, but it's so terrible. It might take me... Oh my
wow,
god,
okay.
it might be hard to get through. I'm going to have to
Okay.
go slow, but holy
Okay.
shit.
Take your time, man.
It's called Bloody Valentine by XX Bloody 666 Tears XX.
I want to hear this.
And it says it's Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I
Oh my
ran into
God.
it today.
But, oh my god, did
I
you?
didn't read it, so please.
Oh my God.
take it.
Enlighten us.
Here we go. Chapter 1. Author's notes. Foxglove, you the best. Exclamation point 1, exclamation point 1, exclamation point. I 3 you. Stupid preps, do not you dare flame the story. This is fro real, gushicks only.
Wait, Grishix?
Goshiks.
Okay.
Alright.
Gushicks Olney. O-L-N-Y. Olney. Chapter 1, again. Oh my god, here we go.
Ah.
My name is Arsenic Belladonna Jezebel Lilith the Third. I'm Goshnik Witch. Haha, get it? Means I pretty much only listen to boons like GC and MCRBB, but I never listen to poser bands Avril Lavigne.
Oh my god.
That little bitch is such a fucking poser.
Fucking
I have
poser.
dark blue grr hair, like Arsenic Witch is where I get my name. Ma is really like blue, like the ski, but they make me look like a fucking prep. So I wear red or black contacts all the time.
Oh my god.
TYM.
What does that mean again?
Everyone
Time.
tells me that I look like Amy Lee, except for the hair, and I'm super hot. I only are Goshic clouds, usually from Hot Topic. For instance, Toady, it's supposed to be today. 2D, I was wearing tiny bulk miniskirt with Goshic on the butt, a black skirt with lots of slits to swim rams backed less up boots with black fishnets.
When did this become a German song?
I was just gonna say, this sounds like Mein Kampf.
Right?
My story.
I was Aslo wearing tools of black eyeliner and lipstick. I live in a house with my BFF Desi, short for Desdemona. Her name used to be Buffy, but she changed it to when she was Gothic like me. I went downstairs to get some blood. I am vampire. And saw Dewey. There ate some cereal. Hi, Big, she said, depressed, and she said, Konnichiwa. I said, Ekwal depressed. Are Reaper and Raven coming today? Yeah. Cool, I says. The end.
What? How could they leave on such a cliffhanger?
There's a chapter 2, but we'll save it for next week. Do you have any more?
I do. I have 2 more.
that
are part of the same one.
Was that supposed to be taken seriously?
Yeah, like when
I believe some of these are.
Some people do it as a parody.
Yeah.
But so it's hard to tell. I mean, I guess you just got to take it for what it is. Really.
Fair enough.
All right. So our next 2 entries are actually 2 parts of the same thing. It's a fan fiction called Half-Life Full Life Consequences, which is a Half-Life 2 fan fiction, or I guess just Half-Life in general. I think I'm going to have Luke put a link in the description to at least the first video, because they have been made into Gary's Mod paneled videos.
Yes, I will do that.
Yes.
It'll be in the description, everything always is.
So I am going to read Half-Life Full Life Consequences and Half-Life Full Life Consequences 2.5, Stairway to Combine Hell, and Half-Life fanfic. So I'll just start here. Half-Life Full Life Consequences. John Freeman, who was Gordon Freeman's brother, was one day in an office typing on a computer. He got an email from his brother that said that aliens and monsters were attacking his place and asked him for help, so he went. John Freeman got his computer shut down and went on the platform to go up to the roof of the building, where he left his motorcycle and normal people close because he was in his office lab coat. John Freeman got on his motorcycle and said, "It's time for me to live up to my family name and face full life consequences." So he had to go. John Freeman ramped off the building and did a backflip and landed.
Dude, this
wow.
badass.
He kept driving down the road and made sure there was no zombies around because he didn't have weapon. The countrysides were nice and the plants were singing and the birds in the sun.
And it was the 1930s and a cartoon.
And the birds in the sun was almost down from the top of the sky. The mood was set for John Freeman's quest to help his brother where he was. John Freeman looked around the countrysides and said, "It's a good day to do what has to be done by me and help my brother to defeat the enemies." John Freeman was late, so he had to drive really fast. A cop car was hidden nearby, so when John Freeman went by, the cops came and wanted to give him a ticket. Here John Freeman saw the first monster because the cop was possessed and had head crabs.
I know what that's supposed to be, but that's fucking disgusting.
"I can't give you my license, officer," John Freeman said. "Why not?" said the head crab officer back to John Freeman. "Because you are a head crab zombie." So John Freeman shot the officer in the head.
I thought he didn't have a weapon.
Are you going to nitpick the continuity of this?
And drove off thinking, "My brother is in trouble there," and went faster. John Freeman had to go faster like the speed of sound and got there fast.
Wow, this guy's a regular, like, Sonic.
Wait,
They're hard turd.
Was he going fast? It's not clear to me.
It's not. I don't know. Because Gordon needed him where he was. John Freeman looked at road signs and saw Ravenholm with someone's writing it under saying, "You shouldn't come here." So John Freeman almost turned around, but heard screaming like Gordon, so he went faster again.
He's the first person ever who's, seen a go-away danger sign and you know what, I should turn around.
John Freeman drove in and did another flip and jumped off his motorbike.
Wow, this guy's got style.
And the
loves flipping and jumping.
motorbike took out some headcrab zombies in front of John Freeman. John Freeman smiled and walked fast. John Freeman then looked on the ground and found a weapon, so he picked it up and fired fast at zombie ghosts in front of a house. John Freeman said, "Zombie ghosts, leave this place," and the zombie ghost said, "But this is our house."
What a dick!
And John Freeman felt sorry for them, because they couldn't live there anymore because they were zombie ghosts, so he blew up the house.
Jesus Christ!
and killed the zombie ghosts so that they were at peace. Then John...
Wait.
Yeah.
He killed zombie ghosts?
Yeah.
This is John Freeman.
So they would be at peace.
They had already died.
They passed on.
And peace is in P-E-I, or P-I-E-C-E.
You only died twice.
Oh my god, okay.
And then again.
We're approaching the climax here. Then John Freeman heard another scream from his brother, so he kept walking really faster to get where he was. Raven Hold'em was nothing like the countrysides. There was no birds singing, and the pants were dead. And the dirt was messy and bloody from head crabs. When John Freeman got to where the screaming was starting from, he found his brother Gordon Freeman fighting the final boss. And Gordon said, "John Freeman, over here." So John Freeman went there to where Gordon Freeman was fighting. John Freeman fired from his bullet from the gun really fast. And the bullets went out and shot the final boss in the eyes, and the final boss couldn't see. Gordon Freeman said, "It's time to end this once and for all," and punched the final boss in the face, and the final boss fell. John Freeman said, "Thanks, I could help, bro." And Gordon Freeman said, "You should come here earlier next time." And they laughed.
Oh, they're friends.
The laughed over quickly, though, because John Freeman yelled, "Look out, bro," and pointed up to the top of the sky. Gordon Freeman looked up and said, "No, John Freeman, run out of here fast as you can." And John Freeman walked real fast out.
We know he's pretty fast.
John Freeman looked back and saw Gordon get stepped on by the next boss, and he was mad and angry. "I'll get you back, evil boss," John Freeman yelled at the top of lungs. "To be continued, ? And I'll jump right into the second one.
Oh
here.
boy.
Yeah.
Can't
wait to see-
anymore.
can't
This
wait to see how
isn't
this
the end,
concludes.
by the way, so this is not the end.
Oh,
But
okay.
this is all I'll do for the show.
Shit.
Author's node.
Mm.
Not note, node.
Important.
Yes. As a long-standing fan of the Full Consequences saga, I have always wondered what happened to John Freeman. In between what has to be done
Don't we
in
all?
Hero Beginning, I decided I might as well write my own pre-sequel as others have done similar things in the past, so I hope you will enjoy. Half-Life Full Life Consequences 2.5, Stairway to Combine Hell. This one is broken into paragraphs that are chapters, so this is chapter 1. Brother Gordon. John Freeman looked at Gordon Freeman and felt sad because his brother was now a zombie ghost and evil.
Terrific opening line.
He wanted to say something but couldn't because Gordon jumped for John Freeman to bite and punch him, but John Freeman got out of the way and wanted to attack Gordon to stop him, but couldn't. "You are my bro, and I can't kill you, it is too hard," John Freeman said to Gordon. "Good," said Gordon as zombie ghost. "That will make it easier for me." and he jumped onto John Freeman with fangs. John Freeman angered when fangs got in his shoulder and felt the poison in him. John Freeman shaked off the zombie that his brother was and said, "Bro, no, I cannot fight you," he said to Gordon Zombie Ghost. "Soon you cannot do anything, John Freeman," said Gordon to John Freeman. "You will become a head crap zombie ghost like me."
Quickly losing track of who's who.
Yeah.
John Freeman knew he had to leave and not fight, because he could not kill his bro and fled from the zombie that was his brother once, and he walked away fast to very far where Gordon couldn't get him no more. When he was beneath a tree and away from the danger, he looked at sky and sun, but not directly at it, and said, "I am sorry, bro. I failed you again, and I am a bad bro to you." He teared from eyes, and felt the pain felt the pain in his body from the poison. He knew that the only way to cure the zombie ghost poison was to go get the cure from the Combines who had got to eat with the head crabs. The Combines was dangerous, and he had to be sneaky and quiet to get into their base, where they were trying to make everyone slave to them. Chapter 2. Infiltrating the base. John Freeman traveled on feet through the forest into the base of the Combine. John Freeman hated Combine because they were not from here, but they wanted to have everything and hated humans. It was not theirs, but they wanted it anyway, and John hated that about Combines. And they had the cure for the poison.
Sounds
in
like
him.
humans to me.
I know. And he needed it to keep alive. "If I don't stop the poison, I will become zombie ghost, and then I will never get to see beautiful son and wife no more," John Freeman said. John Freeman's son was Jung and Baby, and John Freeman didn't want him to grow up in a bad world, and that is why John Freeman fought the aliens and monsters. John Freeman hated the Combines because they would make the world dark and bad to make Henry live in a bad world. Why is your name in it?
I don't want to live in a bad
Dude,
world.
what are you doing?
John Freeman got close to the base now and could see the evil Combines walking around and looking around, but they didn't see him. John Freeman knew that he was too weak from the poison to fight and had to sneak into the base to get the poison. So John Freeman waited and backflipped onto the roof of the base after a Combine turned away and got into an air vent to go through the base. John Freeman could see Combine talking, but they talked weird and John Freeman didn't understand them. Combine science was dark and weird, and John Freeman knew it was all bad. He knew that there was science that was bad for humans, and that if they had it, they would become tricked and bad.
Put your faith in God, kids.
He saw them put the science on animals and bunnies, and they became mean and angry, and John Freeman put science on them.
Put science on.
And John Freeman was angry at the Combines for hurting the poor animals, and he whispered, "Combines, I will fight you and defeat you for what you were doing to poor little creatures." But he kept crawling for now. After a bit, John came to the room where the medical things were kept, and he got out of the air vents quickly. Chapter 3. Better than before. John Freeman looked through the closets to find the cure to his poison. He found many bottles, but John Freeman was not a doctor like his brother Gordon Freeman. But he didn't want to think of Gordon Freeman because it made him sad. John Freeman did not know which bottle to take and took several, and felt that he took the right one because he didn't feel the poison no more. But he also felt stronger than before. Just then, Combines came into the room and yelled, "Stop, human!" and aimed guns at John Freeman.
Oh, we can understand them now.
John Freeman was now ready to fight and jumped over the Combine and lifted him over his head. John Freeman wasn't so strong before, but he felt great and threw the Combine at the wall.
He's over 72. He feels great.
Then he piked up a weapon and looked at other Combines. They looked scarred, but still aimed at John Freeman. John Freeman said, "Evil Combines, you will never take humankind," and shot them all dead. John Freeman was running through the Combine base and shooting and punching Combines left and right and heard the alarm go off and knew that things were bad and he had to get out.
Breathe!
But he got to the door of the base and it was locked and he couldn't open it, not even with his super strong powers.
No.
Then the Combines came in with a lot of people and they had machine guns, spelled M-A-S-H-E-E-N.
Mash.
They started
Mashing.
shotting John Freeman, but John Freeman did not felt it much, and he laughed at the Combines because he was too strong for them. "I am strong now, and the bullet's too weak," he said.
Tut, tut.
Oh my god. And jumped at Combines in front. He punched a Combine in stomach and the Combine fell backwards through other Combines. And John Freeman ran through the hole between the Combines toward the room that had a lot of science and computers. John Freeman ran into the room.
Science is not only a noun, but also an adjective, a verb, and an adverb.
Oh god.
You got this, man. Power.
John Freeman. There's one more chapter.
Oh
John
no!
Freeman ran into the room and shut the door and put a big thing in front of it to keep the Combine out. He went to the computer and turned it on and said, "I know how computers work, and this is Combine computer, but not too different from the office."
That's right, he works in an office, I forgot!
Yay, we got some continuity with this at least.
He was born for this.
Jim and Pam are there too.
He locked on the computer and saw that it was science from outer space and could show the future.
Good old science.
Chapter 4, Future Lost. This is the final chapter, man. I need to breathe.
Take a deep breath.
Okay.
Almost home.
John Freeman saw on the screen that the world would be taken by the Combines and it would become a bad place where humans were slave and sad. John Freeman got mad at Combines and made the fist hand and looked down. Knew it had to be done. John Freeman could stop the Combines and save humans from the bad future that he saw. He walked towards the door and pushed off the big thing and opened the door to kill all the Combines, but saw that they had a big laser cannon. "Ha-ha, foolish human! We have the big weapon that will kill you through your powers," the Combines said and began charging the laser. John Freeman knew he had to fight fast and jumped at Combines, but was knocked away by other Combine who was big and strong looking with big arms. "I also have the strong power. You are not so strong against me." The big Combine yelled at him with anger and laughed. John Freeman was fighting the big Combine and breaking walls and getting hit by punches and bullets, and he knew he could not get to the cannon in time to stop it.
But he's so fast!
Then the big Combine rocked him onto the room with the computer again. And John Freeman saw the screen that showed the future. On the screen was his son, Henry Freeman, leading the humans against the Combines, but they were about to lose, and John Freeman knew he had to help his son. John Freeman used the computer to use the teleporter in the back of his room to set the future where Henry Freeman was, and into the teleporter and pointed and said to Combines, "We will see again, Combines, and then I will defeat you all." And John Freeman disappeared in a flash of light that blinded the Combines, and he was gone. The end.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it. Good show.
So, that...
Oh my god!
Oh!
Is it weird I actually care what happens?
Yeah, like I want to know.
I mean, nothing wrong with a little closure.
Wow. My cheeks hurt from laughing so much. Really, like, oh.
It was.
I'm gonna have to...
You're
Dude,
gonna have to
that was
watch
ridiculous.
like Saving Private Ryan or Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, oh my god, I just want to watch something that's not funny now.
Yeah, like don't watch Friends.
I know, what I'd
We're
want
gonna have
to
to
do
play Alien
tonight.
Isolation.
There we go, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Let's do it. That'll make me super sad and upset.
Oh my god, it's like
like I always
post-orgasmic, but like too much.
We must resolve this M.
I
I
think this was a great episode with all you guys.
This was so much fun. It was so much fun having so many people on here.
Yeah.
Henry, Chris, Sam, who
Wherever
That's
you
what
may
happens.
be,
Who had to
yes.
retreat.
rip in peace.
God bless their soul.
Mm-hmm.
Your God.
Enough. of
Yeah.
course.
A lot of people die on
Whatever
this
your
show.
god may be.
But Morgan
or
Freeman,
gods.
that shouldn't discourage you from wanting to be a special
Yeah,
guest.
that's true. Everyone we mentioned again, give us your money. Gosh, so don't forget to do all the things. Subscribe to the YouTubes, like the Facebook, follow the Twitter, follow the Tumblr. I think that's everything. We'll be back next week when our guest will be my brother.
Oh,
Ben's gonna be on the show?
Benjamin is
Sweet.
going to be
I know.
joining
That's
us,
awesome.
so that'll be
forward
good. Get a little
Absolutely.
Gilheiser on Gilheiser action. That's always good.
Gil on Gil.
Sounds hot to me.
As always, I love you guys. We love you guys.
I love you guys too. Thank you for tuning in. Guys, it's been great. See you next Monday.
And Luke pointed at the combines and said, "Out of
Walk
here!"
Out of here.
Doing a backflip.
That's it. And I backflipped and I did that knife hand thing from James Bond.
Yeah.
And then you
Chops.
lost your teeth.
Thanks for listening. Wait Shut Up is produced by Luke Gilheiser and Paxton Green. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
No. If you don't have a shotgun, just shoot it over. Don't hurt yourself.
I think I almost have it.
Oh my god. Henry, look what you did.
Insult its family. Weaken it morally.
No.
Fuck.
Oh well.
I'm
Luke, I
pretty
don't think it's
sure-
gonna happen.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I pulled my back watching.
Damn.
I won't feel bad if you abandon it.
You know what it could be? The rapid... Oh, never mind. Yeah! You got it.